Hello everyone, good day and welcome to our channel, Alena Media TV. We are broadcasting from Toronto, Canada. My name is Elsa Abraham. We have some good news, and the good news is Alena Media TV would like to announce to our lovely viewers that we are expanding our programs. So kindly take note of our weekly activities. On Monday, we'll report on COVID-19 and editorials. Tuesdays are African history. Wednesday, world news and editorials. Thursdays, COVID-19 report and African news. Friday is world history. Saturday is African news and editorials. Another good news is we are starting a satellite broadcast very soon. This satellite broadcast will begin on the 20th June 2020, which will also be Eritrean Martyrs Memorial Day. Kindly take note of our frequency. Nile Sat Vertical 12728 and our symbol rate 27500. FEC 5/6. A quick look at the frequency again. Now sat vertical 12728. Symbol rate 27500. FEC 5/6. We'll bring you more details after this short music. Stay tuned. Seasonal bed. Oof Mesker. Alena Media TV would like to say congratulations to all Eritreans at home and in diaspora on the occasion of our 29th independence anniversary. 24th May is a source of pride and great celebrations. Many Eritreans sacrificed their lives in order to bring about liberty and freedom to the Eritrean people. We remember them all with greatest respect. Although we have been betrayed and our people are suffering under totalitarian dictatorship, May 24th remains the ownership of the Eritrean people. For this very reason, our respect and our dedication will not be diminished. The Eritrean people paid heavily to gain independence. During the struggle for independence, our compatriots paid with their dear lives, and many became disabled, and yet others were imprisoned, and many others ended up in exile. After we paid disproportionate sacrifices over 3 decades, our gallant people defeated the occupiers once and for all, and we started a new era of freedom, which was a form of consolation for the maimed, the orphaned, the widowed, and all those bereaved in enormous pain and agony. The era of war was replaced by one of peace and euphoric hope. Street dancing, singing, clapping, and unrelenting partying characterized the mood of Eritrean towns on and post May 24th, 1991. We believed that all the sacrifice had paid off. Unfortunately, however, all the joy and optimism didn't last long. The Azaz clique took the grip of power while everyone was off guard, and they start to abuse their power. Fully fledged dictatorship was established right from the start. and gradually they started their downward spiraling human rights abuses. Abductions and disappearances of innocent patriotic citizens became the new norm. All the optimism and hope faded and was replaced by doom and gloom. The new nation has been ruled by a handful cruel clique of individuals led by the absolute dictator Isaiah Afwerki, aka Dia. His iron rule has copied the people, the killing methods of the previous occupiers and took it further to a higher level. The regime betrayed the very people who brought it to power in the hope to bring about justice and the rule of law. The regime employed all socially destructive methods, dismantled democratic institutions, the legal and educational institutions, and the family unit became some of the early targets of this regime. In Eritrea, there is a seasonal colorful bird which comes only once in a year in the month of September. The bird doesn't show up until the next September. Ironically, in a similar way, the Eritrean people can only have a glimpse of the Eritrean liberation once per year, mostly on the media. We are made to remember the euphoric days of our independence to stop there. The handful PFDJ leaders exercised their unparalleled cruelty throughout the year. Their greed is such that they have controlled all aspects of the country's lives: human, political, economic, educational system, health, the media, etc. Democratic institutions are a rare commodity in present Eritrea. The Isaiah's clique have betrayed the will of our matriarchs and the aspirations of people. This clique unshamingly points the finger at other corrupt African leaders. This tactic is designed to deceive the public because factually the Eritrean dictatorship is by far the most corrupt in Africa. Somalia was often referred to as a failed state. However, the country was able to hold valid elections in a midst of challenging circumstances due to its decades-long civil war and attacks from al-Shabaab. Somalia is now on the road of forming fully functional and stable government. Two elections have been held so far. On the contrary, no election has taken place in Eritrea. President Farmajo of Somalia does not take decisions without the approval of his country's parliament, which is legally elected by the Somalia people. If we compare this with what is happening in Eritrea, we see the stark difference. No parliamentary elections have taken place in Eritrea. There is no legal parliament. The Eritrean constitution has never been implemented. Dictator Isaiah has been taking major decisions affecting our nation without the approval of any legal body. Therefore, we Eritreans have to concede that Somalia is better than our country when it comes to the rule of law. We need to reinstate our liberty and enjoy the fruits of May 24 throughout the year, not just once per year like the seasonal bird. We have to bravely ask ourselves and decide to liberate ourselves from the yoke of dictatorship. Our starting points cannot be other than admittance of our shortcomings and make the necessary changes. All of us should unite under one cause and help one another for the common good. Unnecessary divisions and fragmentations have damaged our struggle for many years. Enough is enough. In 2001, some high-ranking government officials known as G5 demanded the implementation of the Eritrean constitution, national elections, and the establishment of democratic institutions. The dictatorial clique swiftly arrested them to date incommunicado. Their views were widely accepted by the public and within the regime structure. Many of their supporters were subsequently arrested and perished. In the same period, many journalists, religious leaders, and prominent citizens were also arrested. Had we all in unison supported the demands of the G15, we would certainly have changed the regime of an earlier stage before it caused wide-ranging destruction to our people, especially the youth. Better later than never. We must now unite and defeat our common enemy and replace dictatorship with the rule of law. On the occasion of the Eritrean Independence Day, Alena Media TV expresses its wishes to the Eritrean people to reclaim their dignity and national pride rooted in equality, fraternity, mutual respect, and the rule of law. Our liberty must be owned and cherished by all Eritreans, not by the bandit clique. Eternal glory to all Eritrean martyrs of liberation. Thank you for watching.